NPS Racing Engines, located in Niagara Falls, New York, has been the leader in Superbike and 600 sprint racing technology for many years. Will O'Connor and his staff will deliver to you the perfect blend of power and reliability. Champions like Joe B. Miller, Jeff Hartman, and the 2012 Micromania $10,000 winner Ryan Greth all depend on NPS Racing Engines. Give Will a call today at 716-791-4325 or visit them online at www.niagarapower.com. NPS Racing Engines. Everything else is prey. Susquehanna Valley Speed Shop, home of the Edge chassis. Unique and innovative design is the hallmark of the Edge chassis. Adam Romig and the staff at Susquehanna Valley Speed Shop never settle for second best. Visit them online at www.susquevalley.speedshop.com or give Adam a call today at 570-539-4400 to see if he can give you the edge on the competition. Good evening, race fans, and welcome to another edition of On the Scene with 600 Scene, brought to you by NPS Engines and Susquehanna Valley Speed Shop. Tonight we were at Trailways Speedway for the Kevin Gobrecht Memorial. 38 600s were entered for tonight's race, all looking to win the Gobrecht. There were 2 rounds of 4 heats in action at the 1/3 mile track in Hanover, PA this evening. Mike Dicely would start the heat races off with a win. Colton Laughlin would follow Mike with a win in the second heat race. Third heat would go to Todd Hoover, and the final winner of the first round was Brett Widener. The second round of heats would be inverted. Heat 1 started out with the 2012 Trailways Point champion Chase Dietz taking the win, followed by Brock Zierfoss winning Heat 2. Heat 3 was taken by Jermaine Godshaw, and the final heat winner of the night would be Bradley Weber. The B main was next. Mike Dicely would start on the outside of the B, but after the first attempt at a start would be moved back to the 3rd spot for unknown reasons. Dicely wouldn't let that hinder him. He'd go on to easily win the B. The top 5 finishers would transfer to tonight's A main. The top 5 transfers would be Mike Dicely, Layton, Zach Light, 600 Scene's own Kevin Steele, and Cronrath. The final race of the night would be the 50-lap A-main feature. Zierfoss and Rich Glosser's 70J Edge chassis would lead Mike Rutherford and Gary Hunter's Hyper and the rest of the 25-car field to the green flag. The flagman would throw the green, and the field would all head into turn 1 with a head of steam. The 7L of Gunnar Layton would find early trouble off of turn 2 and find himself laid over, bringing out the first yellow. The field would regroup for another attempt at a restart. Right off the bat, Zierfoss flexed his muscle, taking the lead and driving away from the second place car of Rutherford. Lewis was 3rd, and Kevin Naus had the other Glosser machine up to 4th until lap 8, when the 12 car and the 48 car got together in turns 3 and 4. With the race being 50 laps, yellow flag laps were counted, so on lap 14, Zierfoss would lead the pack back to green and immediately take off from Rutherford and Lewis. But by lap 20, Rutherford's car seemed to be coming into him, and he was able to keep Zierfoss's lead to within about 10 car lengths. Lap 27 now, and Zierfoss catches lap traffic on the backstretch. Rutherford is there. Zierfoss would make an aggressive move on the lap car of Zach Light, causing Light to flinch and allowing Rutherford to sneak past as well. Crossing the line for lap 28, Rutherford is on Zierfoss's tail tank and looking to make a move for the lead into turn 1. But again, Zierfoss would make another aggressive move with the lap car, this time getting into the inside berm and sliding up into the lap car, ultimately getting his car a bit out of shape, but enough for Rutherford to stick the nose in and take the lead. This would also allow the 2012 PA 600 Speed Week points champion Shane Lewis to join the battle. Rutherford would have a little bit of open track in front of him, allowing him to put a little bit of distance between himself and the 70J of Zierfoss. but only for a lap and a half because the caution would fly for the 4th place running 70G of Naus, who would spin on the front stretch. With 17 laps left, the field would restart with Rutherford as the leader. Zierfoss was second, Lewis was still hanging there in third, Dwayne Gutschall now in fourth, and Cameron Morale having a good, strong run in fifth. Rutherford would only have a small lead entering turn 1, but Morale would get loose in turn 1, collecting 3 other cars in the incident, bringing out another yellow flag. On the final restart, the top 4 remained the same, however Todd Hoover was now up to the 5th position with the B-Main winner Mike Dicely hot on his tail tank. Mike Rutherford would get a good start and begin to drive away from the field much as he did earlier in the night in the 270 feature. He would go unchallenged for the rest of the race and take home the double. Rutherford, the Newmanstown, PA resident, had accomplished something never before done at the Gobrecht Memorial, and that was win both the 270cc and 600cc features. When asked how many total laps he had raced for the night, an exhausted Rutherford guessed about 200, including cautions. Without the lap traffic early in the race, Rutherford admitted that he may not have had a shot at the always stout Zierfoss. Mike Dicely was your hard charger, finishing in the 5th position from the 20th starting position. He praised Rutherford on representing hyper racing like no other driver. There is no doubt that if there's a race and Rutherford's there, that he is going to be one of the cars to beat. Another year has come and gone, and another driver was in victory lane at the Gobrecht Memorial. We at 600 Scene would like to thank NPS Racing Engines and Susquehanna Valley Speed Shop for sponsoring this episode of On the Scene, and also Trailways Speedway for hosting us. Thank you for tuning in and watching our coverage of the 2012 Kevin Gobrecht Memorial Race, and we'll hopefully see you again all next year. Until then, be safe, race hard, and remember, we're always on the scene at 600scene.com.